But yeah, I like running this whole Globe King. She does pretty good. I got this here. I think it was about March of this year. Yeah, about March, and went all through it and found a few things and retubed it, solid stated the rectifiers and all that. So yeah, she seems to be percolating pretty good. It don't do too bad. There's a pair of 6L6s in the audio chain in push-pull, and they're modulating a pair of 811As, and the 811As modulating the 4-400 final there, so don't do bad. Not bad at all. Good transmitter. It cost me more to have it shipped from out there at Schulman auction site out there in I think it was Kansas City there. I bought in quite a few rigs out there, a few 75A4s and this one here. So it was a pretty good sized crate when it got here. So that's the story there. We'll see how we're holding up here, Dylan. You're doing a mighty fine job here. Good audio too, by the way. Nothing wrong with your audio at all. That Orion sounds pretty good. So back over to you there, Dylan. KF0 Bravo uniform. Kilowatt Bravo 8 Bravo Kilowatt Alpha.
KB8BKA, this is KF0BBU. Yeah, I just pulled you up on the QRZ, and yeah, you have some pretty neat stuff there. I'm kind of drooling over your collection in your shack there. That's good stuff. Yeah, that's kind of, I haven't been a ham for very long, but yeah, I've already taken an interest in the older gear, so I've kind of got a collection going, but none of it works, and I need to get working on it. But that Johnson Ranger 2 is what I really want to get going to start off with, and I'm gathering parts to build a little bit bigger amplifier that I was going to use with that combination. I mainly was wanting to build that for 160, but I wanted to build the amplifier to work from 160 to 40 meters, so that's what I was going to expand it over to. But yeah, that's cool. I was wondering if anybody kind of hangs out on these frequencies. I've caught some people on these frequencies here on 40 before, but I kind of really didn't key up. I just kind of listened. And, lots of times it was stations that were just kind of in and out of the noise, though, so I couldn't quite hear them very well. So I figured I'd just throw my call out tonight, and thought the band was in pretty good shape. I was just talking to some guys on sideband down in Texas, and the band seemed pretty good. So I figured I'd give a shout out, and I'm glad you came back to me there. So yeah, I'll have to remember this frequency and maybe throw my call out every once in a while. KB8BKA, this is KF0BBU.
Yeah, KF0BBU, KB8BKA. Yeah, real good, Dylan. Yeah, you should drop in here more often. It's getting that time of the year, you know. All the guys are going to be hibernating and firing up the old equipment here, so there's usually a pretty good group here on 95 and 7290, and then 3880 and 3885 in the late evening and early morning. So yeah, let's see, in the morning here at 8 o'clock in the morning there at 3880 is DX60 nets, pretty good AM net here, just a little food for thought. And you get quite a few check-ins there. And yeah, well, yeah, you're gonna have to, yeah, get that old Ranger running, man. I used, you know, that was my first CW transmitter back about 40, almost 45 years ago. I had the Ranger and I had the Hammerlin HQ110 receiver That Ranger, I wish I would have kept it. I really do. And I passed up a whole truckload of them down at Dayton there year before last. Guy right there towards the end of the event here, he marked them way down. So you know how it is. They don't want to take all that back wherever they come from. But man, he had a bunch of Rangers. But I was out for, I was looking for an R390 Collins, and I did find one down there and brought it home. And so, always wanted one, and I finally got one. But yeah, I've got quite a bit down here, Dylan. I just don't have enough bench space for everything. The other side of the shack is all my SDR stuff, and the other side here, what I do use is on the other side here with the vintage gear. So, all right, I'll turn it over to you. I'll go one more, and I'm going to sign out of here and just listen while I'm just pulling the cover over the modulation transformer, just pulling it off here. So, kind of curious to peek in the box, if you will. KF0BBU, KB8BKA.
KB8BKA, this is KF0BBU. Yeah, well, very good, Ralph. That's great to meet you here on the air, and yeah, very cool stuff. Yeah, I've always thought it'd be awesome to go up there to Dayton. Haven't made it to any big ham fest like that. Maybe one of these days we'll road trip up there and check that out. But yeah, I probably wouldn't leave the tailgate sale out in the lot there, or whatever you call it. That's probably the only area I'd probably be hanging out at. that's where I'd be looking at all the old stuff there. All right, man. Well, thank you for coming back to me there, and I'll let you get back to work on your equipment. And I imagine I'll probably catch you again down the log here. 73. Nice to meet you, Ralph. This is KF0BBU, KB8BKA 73, and have a great night.
Okay, Dylan, you do the same here. Hey, real quick, can you give me a signal report? I'm just kind of curious out that way.
Yeah, this radio's got a weird S meter, but I don't know. It's saying like 20 over or so, and I would say, I would give you a solid S9 if I was on like a different radio. Probably definitely solid S9 plus some.
Okay, real good. I was just curious there. All right, Dylan, we'll let you go. Nice to meet you. And we don't talk to you this weekend again there. Maybe we'll catch you again some other time there. Take care there, Dylan. KF0BBU in Canton, Kansas, 73, KB8BKA here in Central Ohio.
Yep, thanks, at 73, KF0BBU clear.